Hey everybody, this is Jerichos, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. Last time, the world came to an end. We're now living in a world of ruin. This is the halfway point of the game, where the world of balance, as it's called, comes to an end, and we must now find a way to survive in the world of ruin. And with that little twitch, she wakes up. We have control of Celes. And... oh, Celes. Oh, Celes. You're finally awake. How long have I been sleeping? 1 year as of today. I was starting to think you might be out for good. A whole year has passed. A whole year? You've been taking care of me all this time? Yes, and I must say I'm a bit knackered. We're on a tiny deserted island. After the world was torn apart, I awoke to find us here. After the world was torn apart, so that wasn't just a dream? What about everyone else? Where's Locke? I don't know. For all I know, this island could be the only part of the world that's still above water. Ever since that day, the world's been sliding deeper and deeper into ruin. Plants wither and animals waste away. The other people who were here with us all gave up hope. One after the next, they flung themselves from the northern cliffs in despair. So everyone could already be... Celes, try not to take it so hard. We can still live out our lives together in peace. You're the closest thing to family I have left in this world. Yes, I suppose you're right, Cid. Or should I say Grandad? Is it alright if I call you that? Grandad, eh? You're gonna make an old man blush. All of a sudden, I have a granddaughter. Grandad. Oh, you must be hungry, Grandad. I actually haven't had anything to eat since I fell ill 3 days ago. What would you like? Well, unless I ask for fish, I won't get anything. That's all there is here. I'll go catch some. And we have control of Celes. Now, the first thing we want to do is go out of the house and head to the world map. And we find we are on a tiny little solitary island all by ourselves. I want to equip some gear. The weapons armor aren't as important as making sure we've got a ribbon equipped on Celes. And... let's give her a hero's ring, since we're all by ourselves. Now, let's wander around this tiny island and get in a fight with Peepers, which I'm going to let this just sit for a minute. If you see, they try to use White Wind, they don't have enough MP, and they have sap on them. They're slowly taking damage. These enemies are dying. They're... forgot to give her an Esper. They're literally 1 HP, and they're on their last breath, basically. Head to the desert, and we can find more than just the Peepers. You can actually find another 2 enemies in here. Come on, game. Okay, seriously, game? Are you not going to give me any more enemies? There we go. Landray and Peepers. Landray are pretty much the exact same way. It's so sad. They're weak, they're trying to heal themselves, and they just die. It's really, really sad. But there's one more enemy in the desert I want to find. And this is it, Black Dragon. This one is not dying. It is very much awake. Cast some spells on it. We'll see if we can bring it down. It's got about 4,000 HP. The reason we have the earring equipped, is because it can use a zombie attack. And if it turns Celis into a zombie, it's an instant game over. Yeah, do physical attacks. Those do next to nothing against her because she's in the back row. Just keep casting fire on it, or if you have it, Fira, and he'll go down in no time. One more should do it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure his normal attack actually can zombify you, so it's real easy to get a game over without noticing. So, those are the enemies we wanted to find. Now, Cid asked for fish. And if you go to in the house and head down south, you come here. And you can find fish swimming around. Not all the time, but sometimes. This is sort of a little mini game. I'm going to try to grab only the fast swimming fish. Give him the fish. He says something, determine how well or bad he's doing. And if you don't see a fast swimming fish, run back inside, talk to him again, and it will reset which fish are down there. So I'm going to only collect the fastest ones. Oh, come on. Really? There's actually 4 different fish you can get, and they show up in your key items. Now, come on. Go down here. Ah, there's a fast one. You gotta wait for it to come closer. You can only go so far into the water. But get it and take it back to him. I'm going to jump ahead anytime what Cid says changes, because it can take a while. But basically, there's a clock counting down as long as you are, these are not fast, on either of these screens, not on the world map here. And as time passes, he gets worse. But if you feed him one of the 2 fast fish, like this one, he will start to get better. So let's jump ahead to when he says something different. Oh, well, cough, heck, I just can't seem to shake this thing. Right away, 1 fish, and he's better. So that's a good sign. Now I'm actually going to jump ahead and see when he says something different. Uh-oh, it went back down again. All right, see you in a minute. Ooh, that's good. He's starting to feel a lot better. Let's keep feeding him fish. This means we are actually doing very well. And of course, there's no fast ones. Let's jump ahead to the next one. Celis, thank you for taking care of me like this, day after day. That is a very good sign. He's getting much better. Keep this up, and we will have him healed in no time. I can feel my strength returning. Seriously, it takes a long time to do this. It's not an easy task, and if you don't know that the different fish have positive or negative effects, there's not... Oh, he went back one. There's not a high likelihood that the first time you play this game, you'll save him. You'll improve his health. So it can be rough, but we're going to do it. We're going to get him better. I'm all better now. Thank you, Celis. And that means we succeeded at this minigame. What is it? Celis, I finally finished the little project I've been working on at night. Go on downstairs and take a look. I'm all better now. So, let's head downstairs to a hidden little area with a raft. Grandad? Celis, you have to leave this place. I'm sure your friends are still alive somewhere waiting for you. I know they are. I'll go. But I'll be back, and I'll bring them all back to see you. You bring that lock fellow too now, you hear? And the music finally kicks in. So we take the raft to the edge of the island, and we're going to set sail and hopefully find our friends, or even any other people in this world of just devastation. And it's so sad, but I kind of love the melancholy of this music. This is the new overworld theme now that we're here in the world of Ruin. And as we float along, we eventually come to a city. Well, near it. Actually, I guess that's not an overworld theme, that's just a general theme. But this is the overworld theme. And you'll notice we actually have the map now. That little tiny island in the bottom left, that's where we were. But you may be wondering, what happens if we don't manage to bring Cid the right type of fish? Let me jump back and show you what happens. So first I want to make a correction. There are 4 types of fish. You've probably seen at one point all 4 were on screen. They all move in different speeds. The fastest one improves his health. The second fastest, which is the fastest one you see on screen right now, doesn't do any improve or decrease to his health. And the 2 slowest ones actually decrease his health. So let's go in and talk to him. A little bit of time has passed. Sills, while I can still talk, I want to... thank you. He's getting worse. So, head outside, head back in. This is the end for me. And that's not a good sign. He's already in the bed. Grandad, you have to eat her. What's the matter? Grandad? Cid. No, no! You promised you'd stay here with me. Grandad, answer me. Tell me you're just joking. The use of this song in this moment is just heartbreaking. And you remember, the other people who were here with us all gave up hope. One after the next, they flung themselves from the northern cliffs in despair. Everyone's gone. Even Locke. There's nothing left for me in this world. she tries to kill herself. It's dark, but in a world like this, you kind of almost understand. Are you watching over me? Why would you want to help someone like me? I've already given up hope. This bandana. It couldn't be. Hey, little bird, where'd you come from? Is the person who wrapped your wound still alive? Please tell me. So, that bandana may have looked familiar. It was a very distinctive shade of blue. He's alive. Locke's alive! So, maybe she does have just a little bit of hope still. I'm sad. But we find this. You must leave this island. Somewhere out there, your friends are waiting for you. Go down the stairs by the stove. The road to your freedom awaits. Love, Grandad. And this is how she finds the raft that he's been working on in secret. Which is probably a large part of why he wasn't feeling well. He's been focusing all his energy on taking care of her and building the raft. I'll make you proud of me, Grandad. So, I'll be honest, I chose for this playthrough to save my progress after saving him. But in my head, this is actually the canonical outcome of this event. And we get the sad music as we're sailing away. So, yeah, he can actually pass away and be gone forever. Now, if you're wondering from gameplay perspective, there is no difference in the gameplay-wise after this, whether he lives or dies. It's an emotional story effect only. But it's heartbreaking, and it gives her a little extra character development. She reaches the depths of despair and then comes back with a little bit of hope. And now, let's jump back to the timeline where Cid lived and continue on our journey. Now, we have a lot of enemies we can find on the overworld, but first, let's see, can we... Nope, can't make it to the town. First one, Fafnir. They flee from you. But we could take them out. Simple physical attack? Nope. Let's do magic on them. I love the design. It almost looks like they're wearing sunglasses. I know that's a sprite limitation thing, but it's just kind of an interesting looking enemy. Celis needs some stronger magic. I actually swapped her over to Maduin because she needs to learn some Aura spells. Come on, take him out. These guys have a lot of health. They're not designed to be fought with just one person, but I think that's why they implemented having them flee when there's two of them so that you're not fighting two against one. There we go. Took him out. Nice chunk of experience, too. So let's head down in here, and we've found the town of Allbrook. Did you see that tower? Nope, not yet. Kefka's practically a god now, sitting up in that tower of his with the power of the Warring Triad at his command. Okay, so Kefka's got himself a tower now. Good to know. Now, items... Don't think they sell anything different. They don't. So, there's also no new items to find in Allbrook. Everything from the World of Balance was all we could find here. That sparkle in your eye reminds me of the young martial artist who visited here not long ago. He had that same determined look. Martial artist. Maybe Saban's alive. Let's look at the weapon shop. You can buy the 3 elemental blades. Don't really need to, but interesting that they're there. And this guy says the same thing. Yep, we've already killed one of them, and we obtained the other. So, Thank you for that information. It was interesting, but not helpful. Oh, oppose Kefka's will and he'll fry your town with the light of judgment. There's no point in even trying. The world's ruined. There's nothing left. Touch the fire and you get burned. Many ancient monsters that had long been sealed away were released when the world was ripped apart. Humbaba, Deathgaze, even the 8 legendary dragons. Interesting. Sounds like we got ourselves some super bosses wandering the world. The armor shop, nothing super new. I'm gonna buy 1 golden armor, 1 golden helm, and 1 golden shield. Just to have an extra in case we manage to find anybody who can wear them, since that's some of our best gear we've got right now. I don't think there's anything... Yeah, the guy up here. I finished the Emperor's painting. I ended up turning it into a portrait. I had no idea why he didn't like it. I even painted that thing he originally asked for in the background. Anyway, I sure didn't need a painting of the Emperor, so I sold it to a rich man in Jadur named Auser. Interesting. That feels like it might be more than just idle banter. Let's head down to the dock here and see... Can we maybe take a boat to somewhere? Nope, there's no one down here. This boat's not sailing anywhere. So, head back in. What do you have to say? I found this passage in a 1,000-year-old text. 8 dragons seal away its awesome might, the might of the one called Crusader. And when the 8 shall fall, the one again shall rise. We just heard about the 8 dragons. You wouldn't be... no, never mind. It's just, a man came through here looking for someone recently, and you matched the description perfectly. The man already left, though. He said he was going to head north, to Zen. Interesting. Rooms are 300 gil per night. Nah, I'm good. Nothing to find in here. Let's go into the relic shop. Oops, didn't mean to back out real quick. Could buy Gigas gloves and earrings. I think we may have been already able to buy those before. Nothing new. And you may remember when we were here in the previous world, there was music playing. The pub was lively. Not anymore. Oh, those wondrous days of plenty. And the guy here reminiscing about the past. When the Imperial occupation was here, it almost doesn't seem as bad now compared to what's come. Yeah. It's sad. It's so funny how the music just cuts out at the end instead of fading out. Wonder if we'll ever see days like those again. Well, keep your hopes up, dude. With things the way they are now, business is the last thing on my mind. Yeah, that's the guy who was constantly like, we have to bribe them to do business. Now they have to bribe us. On the day the world was shattered, debris gravitated to the center of this continent from all over the world. That's what formed Kefka's Tower. So maybe we'll see that as we go wandering through, looking for our friends. Is there anybody over here? Nope, nobody in the middle area anymore. So that's all we can do here in Allbrook. Got some good information, got a few pieces of gear in case we find a friend. Let's head north and see Kefka's Tower. You can't enter it. It is an impenetrable fortress. It's huge. But let's leave that alone for now and keep heading north until we get to Zen. The Serpent Trench is no longer a valley in the ocean floor. It's above the surface now. Eerie place, too. Apparently, some members of the cult of Kefka have built themselves a tower there. Uh-oh. That's not good. What do you have to say? Come on, talk to me. Hurry, or the house will collapse. There are monsters inside that house. They keep petrifying everyone who goes in to help. You better have some relics that'll keep you safe. I already talked to you. All this just because someone acted against Kefka's will. We refused to bow down to Kefka, so he unleashed the light of judgment on us. So they said, make sure you protect against petrify. That ribbon I equipped will help. My little boy's still inside. Please help him. I'm begging you. And look, it's Sabin. Oh, Celis. Let me help you. Wait. If I move, the whole house will collapse. First, save the kid who's inside. I don't think I can hold this up much longer. You've got to hurry. And we have 6 minutes. Go inside and start running. Now, we've got healing rod. We've got some items to find. And we've got enemies. Zokka and Nightwalker. Let's toss fire spells on all of y'all. Does some decently good damage there. I actually don't remember if Zokka are weaker to ice. Let's find out. And this is an area you cannot return to, about the same damage, once done. So make sure you grab everything you want to while we're in here. Over in the northwest corner. Oh, and Scorpion! So these are the 3 enemies you can find in this area, and they put doom on you. Not that it matters, we're gonna just obliterate them. Okay, seriously. Let me attack. Okay, fire, not the most powerful spell against them. Let's do Blizzard, maybe. And now that I've fought at least one of each of the enemies in here, I'm going to be running from battle, and wow, that's not good. You know what? Maduin, do some good damage, come on. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap the Hero's Ring for the Ward Bangle so we just get in less fights anyway. Okay, that's good. At least one of them's down. These guys are, maybe they're magic resistant. I honestly don't remember. Let's do Thunder on you just to use all 3 of the spells. And that's the weakest one yet. But we defeated them. So let's go grab that chest and also, you know, heal up. It's not a huge area, but you don't want to dilly-dally. It's nowhere near as big as the floating continent. Ether. I don't think there's anything... Oh, no, there is something in here. A Holy Rod. You can at least run away from fights here. And I totally forgot. Get that Ward Bangle on her. Less enemy encounters, please. Now, before I open that chest, head to the southwest. Get a Hyper Wrist. This one, Monster in a Box. There's no need to fight this, but I want to just for the enemy formation. 4 Nightwalkers. And thankfully we should be able to kill these all with some fire spell. Come on. Get that spell off. Yeah, these enemies are slowly dying too. So many enemies in the World of Ruin are just slowly dying. It's crazy. And there they go. Alright, we've already spent half the time. Oh, good. Celis learned Blizzara, so she can at least do some slightly better damage. Here, there's a chest in the upper right with a Magicite Shard. And actually head to the south for Blood Sword. And Monster in a Box. More Nightwalkers. Thankfully, again, fire on them. They'll go down relatively quickly. We're going to run from every other battle we got because we want to get out of here quick. We only have 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Okay, we can do this. Get the kid. I'm scared! Don't worry, you're safe now. So take him with and get out of here. That Ward Bangle is especially helpful in this area. Run, run, get out of here. We've almost made it. Okay, a little over a minute to spare. Took you long enough. And the house crumbles. There's no going back in there. Sabin, you're alive. Of course I am. Do you think a little thing like the end of the world was gonna do me in? That triumphant Figaro music. I'd given up hope. I thought everyone else had died, but I was wrong. I'm sure we're not the only ones. We need to find everyone, and then smash Kefka and deliver peace unto the world. Alright, count me in. So we get Sabin rejoining our party. Interesting note, this is optional. You don't have to come here and do this event. Sabin doesn't have to rejoin the party. But it's a smart idea too. Get everybody you can on your party. Let's take a look. Have you... No new blitzes. Who am I gonna give you? You were working on... Yeah, you were working on Seraph. Let's have you continue learning Raise and Asuna. And have you heal up Celis. Perfect. So let's wander around and talk to more people now. To the east, you'll find the valley that was once the Serpent Trench. If you keep going east, you'll find Mobles. I heard the village was burned to the ground by the light of judgment, though. That's not good. Thank you so much for saving my child. I'll never be able to repay you. That was scary. Poor kid. But we saved him, and that's what counts. Heard that a terrifying monster named Humbaba has taken up residence in the area around Mobles. Well, we heard him talk about earlier. He's one of the ancient monsters. I don't think, again, that there's anything new to buy here. We could buy an amulet. You know what? We don't have one yet. Let's do it. Prevents poison, darkness, and zombie. Just so we've got one. And Sabin is now going to be one of our best damage dealers. Aside from the crumbling house, there are, again, no new items to find. And hey, this guy! Haven't heard any juicy gossip, have you? This is the guy who sold us the Seraph Esper for, what was it, 3,000 gil? Now, if you waited till now to buy it, it would be 5 gil. Not worth waiting that long for it to save the money. So, good thing we bought it when we did. No new items. Pretty much all the same. Wait, what was that last one? Super Ball. That is a new item. Bounces around the battlefield when thrown. Deals damage to all enemies. You know what? I'll buy one so we can see what it looks like. Show it off in the next time we're fighting a enemy group with multiple enemies. I got this strange feeling Kefka was watching. Then the whole town started shaking. Scared me out of my mind. And let's check the armor and weapon shop, see if there's anything new here that could be helpful. Again, I clicked the wrong button. Let's see. We have one beret. Oh, right. Beret is only for Realm. Tiger Mask. Yes, buy that for Sabin. Improve his defense. And that's it for that. Let's go look at the weapons. Kaiser Knuckles, Venom Claws, not as good as what we got. Burning Fist, that's what we got. They're selling quite a bit of weapons. It's funny, of course, all this stuff is equipable by either Celis or Sabin, because the game designers do. That's who you'd likely have here. Head north along the Serpent Trench, and you'll find the town of Nicaea. Ships are still sailing out of there. Well, that's useful. So we've got 2 places to search for, Mobles and Nicaea. I was there. I saw when Kefka used his light of judgment to torch the village of Mobles far to the east. The adults all perished trying to shield their children. Ooh, that's rough. Anyone who opposes Kefka is killed. Burns down their entire town from his tower with the light of judgment. And I don't think there's anyone else to talk to in the inn. Nope, just the innkeeper, who we can stay if we want to, but we don't need to. Let's head out to the world map, and we want to find... Now, depending on whether you're on the wasteland or the grass, you'll fight different enemies. So let's head this way and kill our Mantis. You know what? No, he fleed. Well, that's okay. We'll kill off you. Blizzara on you. Oh, that did good damage. It's good to have my good damage dealer back in the party. Let's see if we can find a few more enemies before we head on to the Serpent Trench, shall we? Come here. What do we got? I want to hang out in this area. For Luna Wolf and Rukh. Rukh can actually only be found in this western edge of the continent for some reason. Where is it? Super Ball. Toss that out there. It's a bouncy ball. It does damage to a random enemy, but it did some good damage. So let's see, what do we have? We got 2 more enemies we can find. This Blizzara should kill you off, but if not, Aura Cannon just in case. Oh yeah, finally she's doing some good damage there. Those tier 1 spells just aren't that strong, especially in this world. Now, find them over here, hang to the wastelands, and we should... Not the enemy I wanted. I want new enemies. Come on. Don't want to go to the Serpent Trench yet. Give me the enemies I want from this area. Fine, we'll wander around up here for a little bit. Seriously, game. There we are, Murussu and Gigantoad. Those are the remaining enemies we wanted to find. So, you know what? Let's toss off a Thundara. I'm curious what that'll do as opposed to Blizzara on these enemies. These are the last of the random encounters. Oh, well, that was a really good attack from Sabin. Last of the random enemies that we want to fight in this area. Let's head over to the Serpent Trench and see what awaits us over that way. I actually don't remember if this little area here counts as Serpent Trench or not. Oh, no, it's once you cross the bridge here. And I want to head east to Mobliz first. Apparently, I was wrong. That was not quite the Serpent Trench. Now this is. Should be able to find new enemies now that we're in this part. Yes, like Delta Beetle, which have such a cool design. They're like beetles fused with pyramids that are electrified? I'm not really sure what to make of them. But I do know I'm going to make them into ash. They are weak to fire. Wow, over 3,000 damage apiece. That was awesome. Let's keep heading east. And specifically, I'm going to kind of hang to the grass this time, because I want some enemies that can be found there. You know what? Speaking of, Vampire Thorn and Lizard. Oh, he got Kappa'd. No. Fix him. We need his blitzes. And this is why Celis has Imp. Yes. Alright. Don't hurt him. Oh, really? Where's my holy war? Well, at least he still did that attack. Let's de-zombify him. Oh, no, he did the attack on us because he's zombied. And we got a game over. Let's cut back to... let's cut back to where we entered the Serpent Trench. Maybe at that bridge. This sad music. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright, we've made it across the bridge. we're heading back into the Serpent Trench. And I'll make sure to fight some Delta Beetles, but let's show off those Vampire Thorns and Lizards next time I get in a fight with them. I just was about to say, it's actually taking me a long time to get into battles because I have the Ward Bangle on. So I'm going to keep that on for now until such time as we get to where we want to be. Then I'll take it off to find the enemies we want. So, come on. No. Have Sabin heal. He's not using his MP after all. Now, is there more? There's more grass and forest up here. So, wonder which enemies we'll fight in the forest. I actually don't remember. The Vampire Thorn and Lizard. Okay. This time, let's get those attacks off as quick as possible. Good, they didn't zombify or impify or any of that. Yeah, those Vampire Thorns have next to no health. They just have ridiculously high defense. But we did it. There's one more enemy we can find in the Serpent Trench, but we've got to journey through it for a while, so I'm not going to grind that right now. What I am going to do is head up here, and you know what? It's been a while since I saved. Let's save here and enter the town of Mobliz. It's not good. Ah! Someone's coming! Got guard dogs here, which are kind of adorable, actually. They look like Interceptor. I love it. So, before we head in there, let's explore around a little bit. This house where the soldier was is still here. And there's actually a phoenix down in one of these. The relic shop is technically still standing. So you can actually go in here, even though you can't buy anything, and use the bed. That's pretty nice. But what we want to do is follow that kid down into the only other remaining house. Yeah, this place is destroyed. So head down in here, and what do we find? This place is cleared out, and there's a door here now. You're gonna have to fight your way in here. We can fight too, you know. Wait. Tara! Mama, are these people your friends? I'm so glad to see you're safe. I wanted to see you again. Tara, come with us. There's no saving this world unless we defeat Kefka once and for all. I know, but... Doesn't want to come with us. Mom and Dad covered us when the light hit, and then they didn't move anymore after that. Dwayne and Katerin are the oldest ones here. Tara's our mama, and they're our big brother and sister. I saw Dwayne kissing Katerin. We all call Tara Mama. You're not gonna take Mama away, are you? The soldier in our village who was hurt went to sleep and didn't wake up. We're okay, because we got Tara here. Did I already talk to you? The light took everyone. Everyone. Mom? Dad? Tara is the glue that holds this village together. With her here, we're somehow able to keep going. This is our village. You can't just waltz in here and do whatever you want. So remember Dwayne and Katerin, the young kids who were in love. They're now the oldest ones here. They're watching over all these kids. And there's Tara. I can't fight anymore. The very day the world collapsed, Kefka turned his light of judgment on this village. The adults, these kids' parents, They all died trying to protect their children. It's rough. It's aimed right at us. Protect the kids! And the kids had to watch their parents die right in front of them. It's so horrible. It's gut-wrenching. And these kids have come together here, and they're being looked at by Tara, Dwayne, and Keterin. This is a village of children now. They clung to me from the moment I arrived. They needed me. You can't take Tara from us. Dwayne, please forgive him. It's just, if we lose Tara, we lose the only thing that's holding this village together. I don't know why these kids need me. And it's not like there's anything forcing me to protect them. It's the strangest feeling. But once that feeling took root inside of me, I lost the strength to keep on fighting. I feel like I'm on the verge of understanding something important. It's hard to describe, but the harder I look for the answer, the more I lose my strength to fight. So, say the same thing. And the music cut out. If we head out, I guess we just have to leave her here. We have to respect her choice. As helpful as she would be in this fight. Help! Humbaba's coming! Uh-oh. Heard tale of a giant monster of legend, Humbaba, taking up residence around here. I love her posing like, I will defend this place. Humbaba, the ancient monster released from the depths of the earth by the cataclysm. I have to protect the village. And it's time for a one-on-one fight of Tara versus Humbaba. Let's trance. And I'm gonna do Fyra on you. And wow, yeah, her trance is going down so fast because she's hardly been in battles. And fire did no damage. Okay. Maybe we're gonna be defeated. There is no winning that battle. You were meant to lose it. Tara, wake up! Uh-oh, here it comes! It is time to fight Humbaba. Let's launch our best attacks at him. We saw fire did nothing. Let's do Blizzara. Aura Cannon at least did 1,000 damage. Blizzara did 800. He uses Thunder, so we don't want to do that. Though I think I'm going to have Celis on heal duty here. Especially because she only has Cure. It's going to take several castings to top someone off. Yeah, she really needs to learn more spells. She unfortunately was out of our party for a huge chunk of the World of Balance. Ooh, ow. Okay, you know what? We've got a bunch of these. X Potion on Sabin. Get him topped back off since her heal magic is not strong enough. Come on. Let's take this guy out. I think she's better off using... I was saying I was going to keep her on heal, but she's better off doing attacks to get him to, be defeated as soon as possible. Come on, let this be enough. It's funny that he hasn't attacked Celis once. Ah, there we go. Oh, I probably should have healed Sabin, but let's get these attacks off and hopefully defeat him. Come on. This is not an easy enemy, especially with only 2 party members. Oh, we did it! We inflicted enough damage, he ran away. So we did not defeat him, we just scared him off. I guess I really don't have the strength to fight anymore. Mama, are you okay? I'm staying here. I wouldn't be any help to you now, and the children need me. But, Terra... Maybe after a little more time has passed. I need to understand what's happening to me. I'm sorry. I'm staying here. The children need me. Can't lose Mama too. Not after everyone else. Mama, are you alright? You can't take Mama away! And on that note, that is where we're going to leave off this episode. Thanks for scaring Humbaba away. This fell off the chain around his neck. Here, you can have it. Fenrir Magicite. So, this, again, like recruiting Sabin, is an optional event. But coming here and finding Terra, you get a new Magicite, which teaches Teleport, Banish, and Stop. Also, at level up, a huge bunch of MP. And it creates illusionary images of the whole party. What are you working on? You're working on Seraph. You can learn us sooner or later. We're going to switch you to Fenrir and show that off in the next battle. And you... How are you doing on Madeline? Fyra at 3. I'm going to switch you to Seraph, get you some better heals. You can relearn Fyra from Ifrit in a little bit. So... I'll take a moment off screen, heal up at that bed, but that's going to do it for this episode. Next time, we head back into the Serpent Trench, head toward Nikeah, and hopefully find more of our friends. If you've enjoyed this episode, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time.